Live into the action, Monte and Apeks start their campaign on Ancient. Both these teams now on the lower bracket. It's elimination on the line. Who's going to survive? These are two teams that are well familiar with each other. Though, new look on the Monte side with Gizmy and Ryu in the fold. They impressed yesterday. See if they could do so again today.
This is so awkward. They can't move. They can't get out. And I don't blame them for cancelling. It would have just been a suicide mission, wouldn't it? But it looks like Apeks are just pumping the brakes. Put some doubts into Monte's minds. And maybe they could get a capture. He's going to get aggressive. Oh, of course he doesn't miss, does he? For those that missed Rio yesterday. He likes a headshot. Let's put it that way.
Mechanical talent is the way to describe it. Just don't miss. Some insane flicks, some 180 shots. Ooh, he's getting caught off guard.
Mistake?
That's a comms mistake, 100%. That's the player. I think it was Gizmy who was supposed to be holding him. He was trying to switch over towards long as Wara was coming up, and Ryu had no idea he was exposed. Bomb plant off of it. CacaNito, can you bring this through? That would be tremendous. It's the cave player who's the threat. Demka coming through, but footsteps on. Oh, this is getting close. 7 bullets in. It's got to be the headshots down to just the one. Oh, he's out of shots, but the last one will land. Last bullet in the magazine, Alan. CacaNito 4 in the round. How the hell's he won that?
Oh, that was beautiful. The kill on the Demka was pivotal. Oh. That is a huge blow for Monte. 2v4 win for Apeks. And as we said, it all started with the slightest lapse of communication. That's going to sting. It's going to sting a lot. Best Monte can muster is just a force buy now. And they need to resettle their heads. Get ourselves into this round. Warriors got the scout in hand. Mid is very open. Just Gizmy playing very passive. Jiggling from donuts. jkaem can force him back off that donut jiggle. Monte will have to reroute. And there you go. Exactly that happens. B left exposed as Monte have to pick up mid. The defense is finned.
Damage exchange. Scout tag. Or this will come away unblemished. Some new holes being created in Krasnal's home. Oh, Demka just walks out. Just walks out. The A main push works out beautifully. And now Krasnal is collected on the first in towards cave. Bomb's going to be planted again. But surely they can't turn another round of this. Magnitude of this advantage back around. They did it once before, but that was in the pistol. Whole different ball game here. On the fade, it's a bit of an exchange. And now Nock is left to do all the work himself, but Nock making it happen, making it possible. Panic spray on the last. And no ramp flank was ever to come. Defuse on Monte with the recovery.
And a good one on that. Demka pushing A. Gets the information. We could see Monte were leading mid for a long time in that round, but Demka pushes through the A tunnels. He kills jkaem, I guess, falling out of mid. By that point, his teammates are flooding the B bomb site, and then Kraz now, for me, the critical kill in cave. Kills the sole cave player for Apeks. Locks down that control, gives Apeks no space to work with in the afterplant. And that was perfect. And look what it's done to the Apeks money. Thank God they got a bomb plant. At least gives them some util. But a great opportunity now for Monte. Good rifles across all players minus Gizmy. Plenty of util too to run exactly what they like. And this is the call. Aggression towards B.
Exchange on quick. It's a good trade. Bomb can be planted again. So now 3 of 3 on the bomb plants here at B. Ooh, the question is what can Nock do on the smoke fade? He actually shifts towards ramp. Thought he might play from the doors. But shifting into the site, no one's looking ramp right now. Tommy's going to be everything. And yet they're cautious. I know something happened with that deep smoke, but now here comes the strike. No one's looking ramp. And that's going to cost them. That's going to be the blunder. CacaNito some damage, but this time 3 stay alive. Defuse once again. Not a lot of time to spare, but just enough. Monte pulling the lead.
That was a well-coordinated retake. That was good. Letting the 2 players towards the B doors, coming up the B ramp, take first contact. They had the trade potential. Everyone else just held station. They had cave. The player coming in from CT from the back lanes took it slow. He put a molly onto the long side. Made Apeks very uncomfortable. And all in all, pretty clean stuff. This round is an eco for the most part. CacaNito has said, I'd love a cheeky Galil. Needs to justify this though, so see if he can find a frag.
Taking the other side of the map this time. Just gonna be up and towards tree. It's Demka who's the backstop here. A little isolated for the moment. Oh, Shadow. Yep, he knows. Yeah, Shadow betraying ya. Rays of life, and it's the D that'll do the damage. At least for a moment. They can at least add some blemishes on, but this time no bomb plant allowed, no bomb plant afforded. And Monte's starting to stack rounds.
Looking good. And on the top right, reminder, guys, there's the veto. Ancient here is, of course, Apex's map pick. They have a long way to go here on Ancient, but they need to win it. Apeks have not won a game of Mirage in 20 minutes. Well, they've lost 10. And quite a few of those, not the most compelling score lines either. So, as said, there's a lot of Ancient left to be played. But don't let it slip out of your mind how important this map is for Apeks in this series. If they go down here, Mirage is scary turf to be playing on.
A lot of space afforded mid. A lot of ground here. But it's being covered up. Krasnal has responded. He's got Demka close at hand. So they recognize the vulnerability and they patched it. 50 seconds here. Apeks is hoping for someone to get adventurous back in towards mid. Somebody that they could punish. That's not happened. Gizmy! I don't know about the positioning there. Just kind of out in the open. But Krasnal coming back in. Dealing with it. So the A space isn't actually allowed, and the 2B players have pulled back to anticipate mid. It's all on to knock now. All the work in the world. If he can kill Krasnal, well, that's not going to be a question we have to answer.
Clean in the end. It's looking good for Monte. Getting the openers, sitting back. I like how they're rotating on the CT side. Of course, there have to be gaps. If you're going to get aggressive on one side of the map with numbers, there's always going to be a space open, but it's the way they're reacting. They're covering off the deficiencies. They're making moves. They're being proactive. I like it. This is the Monte we grew used to, and of course, with such sweeping changes. You get to question if the identity is gone, but it is prevailing. Tried and true. This round, just a half-buy for Apeks. A bit of util. And for now, it is just Demka on the A side of the map. Ryu's coming at the perfect time. Molly is so good. Does damage, slows him down. Great shooting from Demka. And this round is not looking promising for Apeks.
No, they're getting torn apart. Easy takes are so tough when you're limited on utility, right? You're just kind of hoping to catch somebody off guard and hit a quick shot. It's not going to happen here. At least one more kill is a consolation prize, but at this point, the money for Monte is resilient. They don't need to worry about losses. in the short term, and Apeks need to take this time out. They need to get some things sorted out. Mither getting in the ears of his young IGL because this has not been going to plan. He's doing some... What is the nice float? How's he doing this, Alan?
He's a trickster. A magician, you might say. They've got to conjure up something, haven't they? Because this T side is starting to get into dangerous territory.
They had, I mean, the first 3 rounds, right? They had success getting out B and planting, but they just cost them so many numbers that they could never hold on to the post.
Problem for me was they never had cave. So they were always planting. They're always funneled back into ramp, and it's like, you're going to get flanked, or there's going to be a smoke in front of you. There's not a lot of room here to play over the aftermath. So I think the move is mid default, B default, take space. What? That would help. The problem is, they come from mid. They lose a bit more than they bargained for. Already a man advantage here for Monte. They have done so well with his early aggression. And Demka again hits home and hits hard.
Strong enough. There's the spot on the ramp player. They know it's coming. Krasnal still can't hold on, but the op will collect. Can't save him.
They're always in the right place at the right time today. How many times have they been stacking the right side come the actual hit? It's been really good.
I think a lot of it... Well, we'll see if there's a chance of this round. I want to heap a lot of praise on for just Demka individually, right? He's been all over the place. He's been A anchor. That round he pushes down in towards mid, gets the critical kills there. He seems to always be giving them the information they need to keep the numbers in the right place.
They're quite a fluid team. Always have been, Monte. They're very happy to... You know, if you're the... It's not necessarily always the rotator that moves. It's the player that's best positioned to move, which is kind of how it should be. But Monte, to a higher degree than most teams, have a lot of fluidity. Look at this buy from Apeks. I guess it's just a half buy. They go quite a long way in.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a 3/4 buy.
Yeah, well, I guess they know they're a max loss, but a bomb plant will still be handy to guarantee a really good investment for some of these guys come the next. The problem is this telegraphed? I think Monte, surprised they haven't rotated more over. For now, they're blocked by the smoke.
I think they're wondering if this is a fake, just because there was nothing else behind it, right? They're seeing the complete lack of utility over on the B side of the map, and they're questioning this.
There's nothing mid. Krasnal's heard nothing from cave. Krasnal now is taking info. This is the key juncture. But for now, it looks pretty good for Monte. It's just Demka.
He doesn't have a molly this time either, so he's just got to do it by the might of his gun. Flashbang dodge, first kill found. Any more? No. Really work out for them this time, and trying to get back through the choke points. That's going to be costly. Krasnal run down as well. This one's finally working out for Apeks.
Well, that was punchy. That was almost perfect for Monte. When the player pushes, when Krasnal pushes out cave, he gets the info that it's going to be A. 5 seconds earlier, there's free on A. But that'd be Counter-Strike. A little bit too late, and they're punished.
There's a swing. Ryu caught light this time. They adjusted. And Apeks hit B. Find the space. Sense. 2 big kills. I don't even know that they were expecting to have this much space early on. But Monte, where's the bank gone? Where has the bank gone? They had so much money. 1 lost round and now it's emptied. I mean, they've got to save Alan.
Absolutely. And even then, not sure they'll be mustering more rifles in the next. Well, this round was kind of over before it started, and looking at it in a macro sense, Monte started free B and haven't found a kill. That's a bit of a shame. Of course, good entries from Sense, but I'm just sat here questioning how Sense gets a good duel and wins it, and there's so many players around. That's a squad. And my god, do they need these guns? They can't afford to lose all of them. Surely not.
One will limp through. Demko will have a rifle to work with here, but presumably they're not going to put anything around it. That was a disastrous round, and now Apeks have built themselves the ability to get back into this game, right? Now you run 4-5 rounds here. Anyone's ball game.
Yeah.
Beauty of Counter-Strike, beauty of MR12.
Just flips so fast and you break the money so fast.
It feels like sometimes, you know, a CT side, it's like one of those like tower builder mobile games where you're just trying to stack the blocks in the right place to create the strongest base, and eventually you know it's going to tip over, but you just want to get as high as possible before it does.
And then you just get overwhelmed as soon as there's one. Yes, so kind of a house of cards sort of scenario. Takes a couple bad retakes, a few guns not saved. Bank goes, full reset, you're in big trouble. That's kind of where Monte is at the moment. Even their buy in the next will not be perfect. There'll be rifles across the board, but lacking a utility kit. No damage taken. 5 alive. Apeks are definitely buying for the 11th and 12th round in this half, whatever happens.
Yeah. Yeah, zero concerns.
If Apeks can get 6 rounds from a half where they got reset second round, that's pretty amazing. It's devastating when you lose that second round. Would be a mighty recovery.
What a wood. jkaem trying to play with the bug on the edge of the smoke, keep his vision on, but Gizmy's ready for it. So man advantage early on, the MP9 converts. Cave's under threat. CacaNito on the other side. This has been a duel all game long between CacaNito and Krasnal. And Waro trying to join in on the party. Might get more than he bargained for. Question is knock. Question is knock, and if they push out elbow, because knock is super isolated right now. But if they push an elbow, he's got a bit of an advantage on that fight. Molotov forces Ryu further in towards the cave. CacaNito, though, can't punish it. That was the whole scheme, was to push the player in for CacaNito to punish. They can't execute. Now they're in trouble. Now they're in real trouble. Sense lost. Demko on the scene. Body's encroaching, and Stiko's so wary to not give up the bomb, but he's got to be on high alert. Danger lurks around every corner. And on this smoke fade. Oh, he's coming past Krasnal. He realizes it. That's good presence of mind. Could have been bad. Stiko's turning this around, though. Needs Knock to support. Needs Knock to help him out. Knock still holding for a window peek, but the bomb is going to be planted. The question is, can Stiko get away clean? No. No, it all falls to Knock in the post plant.
Does he know his money
attention?
That's the question for me. Can make a huge difference. There's no smoke for it.
He's going to rely on the gun, not the molly. And that's going to cost him. So the answer is no. He does not know his molly lineup. That's 7 on the board for Monte.
Felt like a key round just to stabilize a little bit. That was starting to slip so fast. And when Stiko got those 2 kills on Krasnal and I guess it was Ryu in towards Cave, it's a little bit dicey, but a good retake. Nets a 7 for Monte. Pours out from Apeks, second only, as they have a quick discussion. Don't want to throw these rounds away. Presumably Krasnal has a rifle on the ground, as does Waro. And
Presumably.
chimes in.
Yeah, so guys, what you're going to want to do in this one is, after you get the man advantage, just keep shooting them. Dude, I should coach.
You should?
Seems so easy.
Coaching is the
It's easy, right, Alan?
The easy part is the game knowledge. Anyone can do that.
Hmm.
Dealing with the personalities, we'll say.
Ooh, Noxed out with that personality.
How does Monte react? They lost a player so early in this round. They haven't really got much information either to, you know, take space or stack the site.
Especially they know that Nock likes to just play solo outside of elbow some rounds as well, so this really isn't a tip-off.
This is the call, though. Look at this. Give B, fight mid. All 4 players, flashbang lined up. They're going to go in.
Woo! Woo! Ooh, that was not in the plan. That was not in the plan. Oh, flashbang's on, and it's a disaster. It's an abject disaster. Apeks, 4-on-1 now. They can just group and hit something. Stiko's trying to clear out A. And he won't even need a teammate. Nicely done. Beautifully done from Apeks. The early advantage sends us to the half. Live we go. Dualies galore over on the Apeks side. They got the quaddies. I do like the quaddies. Ooh, look at this read. They're going 4A early on the Apeks side, and they've read it wrong. Monte, not so interested in a little dish of apple pie. Instead, they're going for plan B. CacaNito, though. See if he can make them regret their choices. He's got the bomb. Oh, if he'd hunted up that kill, that would have been absolutely incredible. As it is, they've still lost the site. The bomb can be planted.
He's wasted a lot of time. They're still clearing cave.
They are wary. Waro didn't want to give up his ground, so Krasnal had to come back and retrieve, and now they're ready to spring through this smoke. Sense just on the other side of things. Waiting for the lurk, waiting for the flank. Now he's got Waro. Oh, can't deal with the ramp player. That was very awkward for Sense. Didn't get it done. But they are just sticking the defuse, and jkaem will make sure that no one will harry Stico as this is carried out. Nicely done from Apeks. Big round for CacaNito.
Yeah. I mean, jkaem gets free, but CacaNito is the MVP of that round. His team had left him out to dry, essentially. Finds 2 kills. Must have burnt 5, 10, maybe 15 seconds there. And that just allows more time for rotations. Apeks set up for the retake. And they're right back in this game now. Bomb plant does enable a buy. Waro's gone for AKO head armor. And not that much util, so have to rely on the rifles to kind of be the point men as they take some space, I suspect. But for now, very slow stuff for Monte, just waiting out this mid util, boosting over the smoke, can't see anything. In they go. And given the B-lean from Apeks is really just jkaem around to fight off mid. Check out the B reaction. Lose mid, take B ramp control. Let's see if Apeks can readjust and clear out B. Oh, that's the bomb as well. That is perfect.
Apeks haven't adjusted numbers over here. But Sense is just jiggling with a Molotov. There it goes. Well timed, waits till the last possible second to throw. Time is becoming a real issue here. You really can't bail out their mid. Third player starting to float over. They're stacking up in cave. CacaNito overwhelmed. Demka out on the ramp. This is a problem now. A chance at the bomb play. Demka's just done this. Bomb down to dirt. Demka, the hero here for Monte to keep them fighting in this round. It was looking dire. It was looking disastrous, frankly. But now a 2v2, this is very viable. This is very doable. Stico spots them both getting out towards this fight. It's awkward. Did Stico trade? No. What went wrong, Alan? How did it all go so wrong?
Yeah, Apeks are asking the same questions. They had so much control early. They had information. Just weren't expecting Demka to do so much damage. Krasnal, of course, 1v2 at the end. Not bad either. It's actually Monte that calls the pause. Interesting. Maybe recognizing that this is a huge round in terms of resetting that Apeks economy, getting them back on, USPs, really stamping home some authority. Of course, Ancient is so pivotal for this series for Apeks. Mirage has not been a kind home turf to them, to put it mildly. Okay. Quick discussion for Monte. I guess we should expect them to be very much on the same page going into this round with the call. No mistakes. That is the aim of the game.
Fear the Deeg. It is interesting how the default stack for Apeks. I feel like this is very counter to what a lot of teams like to run. But in the rounds where they're gamble stacking, it feels like Apeks are leaning A. Good knock. Can't connect. CacaNito, though, different story. And 2 players swinging towards A main. Demka comes in to clear it out late, but they expect a second player here. That's the question. Well, now they certainly will. They know he's here. And Stico gets run down. The danger taken out of this round. 9 on the board for Monte.
Doesn't get much better than that. 4 alive. Now it would just be USPs for Apeks. Monte looking in a really good position. It's looking really good. And, yeah, I mean, should they win this map, we will reflect on it and say, you won 2 reset rounds. You lost both pistols, but won the resets. That is almost untenable on the flip side as Apeks. And yet again, another. They have to swallow their pride. Pistols. Any damage here is good, I guess. Just feels a little bit doubtful we're going to get much of it.
From Gizmy. Just ecos. Just put on a name, Climic. Climic? What's a Climic?
Dunno. Let me load up Urban Dictionary.
Please don't. Oh boy.
I'm doing it and you know I am. Good news for you is there is no definition for it.
Wow, really? Something that's not defined on Urban Dictionary. Truly spoken a new word into existence. Alright, Gizmy. This one is certainly a Climic. CacaNito now. Gonna try and make this possible, but the mid fight being so one-sided is just never a good sign, right? Holding on, devoting so many resources, so much utility towards that mid battle. There's no more nades on this Apeks side. That was the whole idea. Hold on towards mid, control the map via that.
Just need the bomb.
Yeah, this is a problem, actually. Waro,
ooh, why are we...
You've got the man advantage. Why are we walking smokes?
Oh, no.
What are we doing? We're leaving big old gaps in towards mid. Okay.
They've done the hard work. They had the site.
This is not ideal. Demka, though, he could still do this. But he will not. Good shot for Ryu. That's a bailout. Oh, had the right idea.
Oh, check out the read from Apeks. I don't blame him.
I mean, it's the logical thing. You'd think he would window rotate. He was going to window rotate, but something changed his mind, and
now... they haven't got eyes on mid either. They can't confirm that he hasn't crossed. This is beautiful. This is playing right into Ryu's hands.
If he goes all the way to kill Stiko, that would be incredible, but he's running out of time here. He's running out of time. He's running out of chances. He thinks there might be a player tucked here towards long, but no. Oh, it's going to be a bomb plant.
He can't believe his luck.
Good check. Stiko stuck. Bombs down. It's very open as well for the post plant. Ryu doesn't know which way they're coming from, but... Well, this is interesting. Playing back pillar. Because of how open that bomb plant is, you'd think he'd either be ramp or cave. They're not likely to expect this lineup, and Knock responds in time. What an effort from Ryu. Nearly bringing that through, but it will be Apeks to keep fighting.
Yeah, but we can't ignore what happened in that round, can we? That was a bomb site fully in Monte's control. Demka pushes a smoke. Nobody's really making a move for the bomb. Should never have gone to Ryu to clutch it in a 1-on-2. Oh well. At least they got a lot of money. I guess the bomb plant helps with that as well. Apex's loss bonus is dwindled. So, in that sense, if Monte can win this round, they are ever so close to this series.
Ooh. Alright, little smoke spam. Nearly finds some Ryu. Look at how far up Gizmy is, though, and now Waro finds a kill. This is so much pressure on, and if at this point Apeks stumbles, I mean, this map's over.
I think with how Nork is playing as well, Apeks might not think a player could have crossed in towards red.
I mean, surely they have to know now, right?
Yeah, now it's a possibility, but they still got to take risks. Double A push, of course, leaves all of mid donut included, terribly exposed. I think this match has to find a frag. I think it has to do work.
It does. I'm a little surprised even that Sense is staying this far forward into its ramp. They have to be wary of the wrap. Whoa, hey, push goes 1 for 1. Not ideal. And now Gizmy is in fact up in towards mid, so CacaNito on notice. Is he aware?
Such a good position. All he needs is his teammates to do a little bit to pull some attention. This is perfect now. Color rotation, flank B, it all works. Everything diverts crosshairs away from mid, and Gizmy's going to pounce soon, surely.
One would think. They're just hanging on to the spot. Gizmy, though, not going out, and now his teammates run right into the rifle of Knock. They'll catch a rotation, not for free, but they're out of time, they're out of clock, they're out of round. Gizmy trying to play this too safe and never being able to capitalize.
Yeah, Monte could just never put the pieces together, could they? They had all of them. Hesitation, maybe? Anything would have worked there. Hit B with the flank from Gizmy. Hit A with Gizmy ready to swing and trade. I don't want to point the finger just at him, obviously. You know.
Point it. Point it.
To learn at playing at this level, but yeah, something wasn't functioning right there for Monte. They should have won that round. What was the analogy you used earlier? Tower defense?
Oh, tower construction, really.
Yeah, well, yeah, the problem for Apeks
tumbling tower.
Apeks is winning these rounds, granted, but their money and their loss bonus, crucially, is just falling by the wayside. They lose one, and this is practically now over, so, you know, the last 2 rounds, of course they'll take them, of course they'll take the round wins, but they are still in the thick of it right now.
I mean, it's also, that last one they shouldn't have won, right? By every expectation, they should not have been winning. And the walk through smoke as well. Like, they're getting lucky. It's mistakes from the other side as opposed to anything in particular that Apeks is doing. And now, again, they lose the first kill. So 5v4 established once more. Monte, tremendous effort on these. This time, Gizmy will not have all this space for free. So numbers evened up. So it's a blessing for Apeks. And Sense just jiggling with the Molotov. It's going to be CacaNito. He's got to be ready. This way. That shot is lethal from Waro. A headshot to boot. And now Sense is under so much threat. Puts a smoke down to give himself some room to maneuver. But the main pop on it. They're ready for him. And they've dealt with it. And this could be the wheels coming off. Knock might just try and back away. Is locked out by smoke. He's desperately trying a spam, but this is going to be a bomb plant. This is going to be an 11th round from Monte, and this is going to be money hurtling out of control for Apeks.
And it comes tumbling down. At least these rifles look set to be saved. But, yeah, credit to Ryu. We saw this yesterday, didn't we? Up against NIP. He's so good at opening up rounds. Waro here as well, of course, the frag onto CacaNito, I guess it was in towards Jag. That one was critical. And I'm hoping for Apeks' sake that they do not overface. They cannot lose these rifles. And Demka knows it. Okay. It's a little bit of a silver lining, but it's a thin one. Do Apeks even have a pause left? If they do, they should take it to have a conversation. They've got to buy, I think. This feels of a technical nature, but I guess things do have the discussion. If you're an Apeks fan, I think this should be panic stations.
Oh, yeah.
You're in the lower bracket. You've got Mirage up next. And you're about to force in with everything you've got to try and stay in this game of Ancient.
The Swedish Knock fans faced with the prospect of not seeing their boy, Jönköping, weeping openly, distraught, tearing hair from head.
I mean, they've still got Nip coming later, so I don't think it's the end of the world.
The knock. The knock.
Just hearing in our ear that one of the players has some ping spikes. So, internet god's not with us today. Ooh, we're
Should
off.
get ping smooth.
We're off. We're good.
Smooth out those spikes. You want to know a fun fact, Alan?
Tell me.
So if you've ever had, like, speaking of spikes, like micro splinters, an obvious example is like fiberglass. If you've ever handled fiberglass or insulation or any of that, you get those tiny little splinters in your hand. You know the best way to get them out?
I do not. Tell me.
So you take a bar of soap and you put it in something nylon. The obvious example is pantyhose, like that thin mesh nylon.
Yeah.
Pantyhose work great for this. And you use that. You wash with that, and the material will actually pull all the little spikes out of your skin.
Is this first hand? Have you had to?
Yeah, working on a boat, you work with fiberglass sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
And fiberglass splinters are just a nightmare to get out. So yes, I haven't played it before, but it's useful for other things. Like if you've ever been around cactus, like prickly pear. If you grab prickly pear, this I've done before as a kid, where I was like, "Ooh, prickly pear fruit," and grabbed it. Nope, don't grab it. It's tons of tiny little spikes. Immense pain.
Prickly pear was one of my granddad's favorite foods.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Where did your
Cyprus?
They have prickly pear in Cyprus. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
It's quite arid.
Nah, yeah, checks out.
There you go. Prickly pear and pigeon pie. Shot himself.
Sounds delicious.
Taking out the sky himself.
Your granddad sounds like an interesting character.
Built his house with his bare hands.
Is the one he had like dogs up in the mountains too, or something?
Bitten by a snake.
Interesting
And
character.
had to shoot it.
Hell of a life, Grandpa Hender. Was this the Hender side or the other side?
No, Caligiru.
That is a cooler last name than Hender. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's also that my middle name is Michael on paper, but it should be Stelios because I'm named after my granddad. It's just the Michael is the anglicised version. It should be Stelios.
There you go. Well, you should just go with Stelios.
I do. That's what my Tinder says, so it must be true.
Oh boy. Stolen Cypriot Valor. Why not? Let's go. Sneak out on the line. Needs to hold strong. Gets one. Stays alive. Important. And that's going to set up jkaem for the trade. Not elsewhere, but that's the wrong side of the map. Action's going on here. 15 seconds. And Krasnol's so far removed, he just doesn't have time for this. CacaNito should know. I don't even know if there's a chance at the bomb plant. Oh,
Finish your food.
Krasnol has to force it down. He knows. He's out of time. He's out of time. CacaNito backs away. He's done enough.
Well, Apeks really going to win this map after being the definition of on the ropes for the last 3 or 4 rounds.
I mean, there's just so many moments for Monte. We've had so many moments this half. It's not normally how you expect Ancient to go, where they are main advantage, 5v4, 5v3, 4v3, and they just run the clock down and don't seem to, like, they don't seem to be actualizing on the information that they have available to them. I think that's the most confusing part. We're looking at it. We're looking at the control at the kills that they've gained. And we're thinking, okay, they should be aware of this. They should be aware of which site to go to. And it's just taking a little bit too long to get there.
Yeah. It's got to be communication, I think. And, you know, it's easy for us to say we have X-ray, we have the overview.
I do enjoy being omniscient.
You know, when you're in the game and you're just working off the information you have, a lot... You know, the fog of war is real. You have to have really good communication even to make the simplest of overall reads. And I guess for Monte, I mean, Ryu especially, they're great mechanical prospects, but it's just the reality of coming up to this level of competition. Their awareness, the communication, and then being decisive yourself critically off that communication. You don't learn this stuff overnight. There's a reason, you know, teams win majors.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, Apeks are not playing as well individually. They're not getting as many opening kills. But in the late round scenarios, they're doing a better job. Early round, though, still problems. And the big one is here.
Gizmy's been great. He's been winning these early exchanges so consistently in mid, and that's such an asset to an ancient T side. I mean, look at this now. They've got the right read. Monte have the right pieces put together. But what is Waro watching? He's got no support. He's left alone. So that kill gets brought back. Trying to pressure in here. Demko alive for the moment. Stiko under threat, but he's got a teammate. Gizmy's worked his way through mid. This time he's not waiting. This time he's not going to run out of clock. This time he's got knocked back, exposed. It's all on to Stiko. Can't hold on, and this could be it. This is looking like map point unless CacaNito is something truly incredible. He's even being flanked out. He's even being pinched, and Demko with a shot in the back of the head will end this round.
I think a breath of relief for Monte and all the fans at home. And critically, no saves for Apeks. Their bye will be dreadful in this round. Util will be a sparing, to put it mildly. Just sense, and he has to give up his body armor to get the little nades they have. Burns it immediately for mid. I'm not even sure that was worth it. What does it achieve? Players are out in front already. What are you supposed to do if you're Apeks? Hit headshots? Have you got any other way out of this?
Kind of it. Kind of the only chance. But let's see. They're getting adventurous. This is the bomb. This is the bomb. Oh no, Stiko looks the wrong way. Demko playing the off angle easy enough. Does he expect a second player here, though, is the question. Oh, the reload! Get that sidearm out, son! Nope, not gonna do it. Bomb now found. Rifle picked up. Conveniently reloaded for him, but jkaem not quick enough on the response. So it's a man advantage. The bomb can be reclaimed, and okay, walking smoke. Sense getting a little desperate here. Monte now starting to stack the numbers, and what was already looking dire is looking downright impossible. Here comes the next push. You got to do something. That's the way they're feeling. But with the player spotted, surely Monte should just hit A. They know there's a maximum of one player there. Stalling this out could just get you caught on the flank. Nonk is certainly trying to make it so. What are they waiting for? Bomb removed. Ryu's still unaware that this push could have come through. But it's a nigh on impossible 3v1 for Nock. The bomb will be planted.
There's not even a kit, is there?
No.
Can't be. Bomb is wide. Waro's even flanking mid.
Yeah, this should be done. This should be settled business. There should be no path out of this. It's got to go quick as well. This is just... Nothing is working in Nock's favor here. And down he falls. Down he tumbles. Monte triumph. Snatch away their opponent's map pick. And frankly, I think the thing that's most surprising about this is that our conclusion is that really should have been more comfortable for Monte.
It's kind of similar to what we felt after the NIP series, where it's like this Monte team, they have some issues. Their comms isn't perfect. They're betting in these new players, but they're so close.
Yeah.
They're so close to being dominant in some of these